Thank you for listening to the Welcome Mad podcast. I'm here today with the very funny and talented Marc Hallworth.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Was I allowed to talk at that point?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
yeah. I want to say thanks for swinging by.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's great to have you here.
Okay.
What the Welcome Mad podcast is, it's a place for creative people to swing by, and you get to choose from our list of games to play.
Yeah.
First, I want to talk to you a little bit. I understand that you just got back from Chicago.
Yeah, Before I say anything, I gotta tell you that you look like Wilson from Home Improvement right now. Because
I feel like it.
We're recording this in a way that I can't see your mouth or whatever. It's just eyes. So I feel like a coffee cup is gonna block it next or whatever. Like I feel like you're gonna give me some life advice.
You can learn everything you need to from the eyes.
From Wilson, yeah.
From Wilson. Both the volleyball
and the neighbor.
The Home Improvement man.
It'd be funny if they switched, like if Tim Allen was in Castaway, and then he's talking to that Wilson.
I would watch that movie.
Jesus, really?
Picture him like Binford Tools. He's trying to develop something to get off the island.
Oh, he'd be
but it would always
perfect.
Backfire on him.
Oh, you're totally right. It'd be too easy. And then like Tom Hanks trying to get advice from a neighbor, but Tom Hanks is already great. He's like, you can't give me any more help than I can give it the rest of the world. I'm America's dad. Anyway, you know, you're asking about Chicago. Chicago Sketchfest was terrific. Chicago Sketchfest 2017. What a world.
What a world.
It was such a fun time. That theater down there is great. Stage 773, I think. So it's not 733. No, it's 773.
Yeah, those are numbers.
Yeah. Those are all numbers. Yeah. And it's a great, the theater space is nuts. And we didn't really get to see any Chicago-y things or whatever. We went down there on a Friday. And we did a show that we felt was rough. We did a bad job on it. And so we spent all of Saturday fixing up the show, and then the Saturday was a blast.
Yeah.
So it was worth it, but I didn't get to see the Bean again, or like Millennium Park, or any of the things. I didn't have any deep dish. I didn't go to the wasabi sushi place or whatever. I think it's called Wasabi Cafe or something. Man, that sushi is like the best I've ever had.
Everything there has wasabi in it?
I don't know. I don't think that's a law. Yeah. But they have like this roll, man. Like I'm not a spicy guy or whatever, but like
me too. Yeah.
They have like a jalapeno on it. With the jalapeno, if you ate the whole thing with the jalapeno on it too, it's like excruciating. But if you take the jalapeno off and it's just been seasoning the rest of the roll, I guess, just by sitting on top of it, and it's so good. And so Wasabi Cafe on Lincoln, I think, if you're ever in Chicago.
Yeah.
Best sushi I've ever had. And I've had sushi in over 3 towns.
3 towns.
Yeah. So
3 towns.
I love it, man. I like that.
Yeah. So you're part of the sketch group Vesta Friends.
Yeah.
How long have you been together in that sketch group?
7 years almost. Like this will be our 7th Toronto Sketch Fest.
Wow.
Which again is a great festival. Come on out. Montreal Sketch Fest we're going to do this year as well. That's another terrific one. We did the Columbus Brouhaha twice in Ohio. Again, great time. Massive place. That's a great theater too. Guys, I don't know anything about the sushi in Columbus.
You have a huge show coming up where you're going to try and do 50 sketches?
Well, by the time this podcast comes out, it will have happened already, and I might be dead by the time you hear this.
In memoriam.
Yeah, in memoriam. Thank you for posting this. But yeah, 50 straight sketches, February 9th. Go back in time and check it out.
Wow.
I hope it goes well. Like, it seems like it's a blast. Like, it's for the Sketchiest Sketch Troupe award or whatever that we won in 2016 at Toronto, which is like the goofiest award. It's a peer voted thing, and you get money from previous winnings, and you have to build on this, and then the money just keeps building for the next troupe. But as like it's more of a job than an award, I guess. You have to use the money to put on a big show for the community, or that involves the community or something. And one of our guys in Best Friends isn't even going to be there, so we're having all these guests come in and play his parts, and it's going to be great.
Nice. And you just started a new stand-up show at, I think it's called Another Bar on Bloor.
Another show up and go up. The city didn't have a lot going on. Like, man, there's a weird thing going on in the open mic community right now with a lot of shows that were super beneficial to us that are all kind of wrapping up because buildings are exploding, or bar owners just don't think comedy's worth it anymore. So there was like a lot of these show up and go ups where anybody can get stage time.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, a handful of them are gone now. And so for a while, for Thursdays in the West End, there wasn't really anything that was definite guaranteed stage time. So we have this bi-weekly, which is a ton of fun. And I've been running a show in the Junction for like 7 years. And it's just the support difference that I'm getting from these guys at Another Bar. They're so nice. And they're so generous to even give us this space, and there's no hassle. And they'll take down the amp for you, and don't worry about it, Mark. Yeah, great show tonight, whatever. I've been doing this other show in the Junction, and it's like the complete opposite of support. So it's great to have these people being so nice.
Yeah, it's great when the owners and the operators are on board and just
and
being
they don't
helpful.
want you to pay to do comedy. They were like, you should get everybody here to pay like $2 or something to get on stage. I'm like,
no.
Crazy?
Yeah.
Can you clean your taps too, by the way? Like, there's no door on the bathroom. Like, this place is a scum hole. Let us do it for free. There's no one here.
Join Mark at the Scum Hole for a comedy.
Wednesday nights. That sounds like a room. The Scum Hole.
The Scum Hole.
Yeah, so that's it.
Nice. So we're going to play some games
let's do this,
right
man.
after this. Back on the welcome mat. I'm your host, Matt Caldwell. I'm here with Marc Hallworth.
I'm your guest, Marc Hallworth.
Yeah. We're going to play Deathmatch right now. So the Deathmatch. The twist that we do on this one is one of these people is real.
Okay.
And the other is imaginary. So Deathmatch today, we're going to have Super Mario versus Tony Hawk. Who do you think has the initial advantage?
I take it from here?
Yeah.
Super Mario's going to win for every reason. Probably. Okay. Well, unless we're just talking about mano a mano, no powers, no nothing.
So an Italian plumber would not have the advantage.
Yeah, an Italian plumber, the only advantage that he has just as a person is that he kills all the time, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he...
Yeah.
Now, does he even really kill? Does he know what happens to these turtles when he jumps on them? Is he like, I'm killing you right now?
I don't think he feels bad. Just the expression on his face is just dead.
It doesn't change.
It just... What's really behind that mustache?
Well, yeah, what's he doing? And how did he even figure out that he could do that? Like, I'm going to jump on you and you'll die. They just bounce right off the screen. Yeah. They're gone.
So what if Tony Hawk were to jump on Super Mario?
Yeah, that's another thing. Nothing ever jumps on Super Mario.
No.
So I'm picturing Tony Hawk face to face with an overweight plumber.
Yeah.
Now, are we talking Tony Hawk in his prime too? Like,
he's primed out.
49 now or 50, I think. Also, well, I was gonna say like Tony Hawk's got a skateboard with which he can just crack a guy on the head with. But then if we're talking about weapons, then obviously Mario, like he's a plumber, he could have like a pipe. Like if we're getting things out of it. So this is like an athlete against an overweight plumber. So that's maybe a way. I'm trying to think of ways that Tony Hawk has any advantage at all. So then if we go into Super Mario and all the... now we're talking about Fire Mario. If he eats a flower or whatever, he can chuck fireballs. Tony Hawk doesn't stand a chance. If we think of Tony Hawk with the cheats, I suppose, because he can have zero gravity control and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, again, still, I think, a fireball's going to... I don't care how slow you're zero gravitying your way through the air. If I throw a fireball at you, you're still dead. Mm-hmm. I like this question a lot. There's so much... there's like a couple of missions in Tony Hawk, the game, where if you have to ride around and then like clip the heads off of things, like you just have to ollie over them barely and you'll clip them, I suppose, and their heads will pop off like statues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if he's like zipping all over the place and he pops up and has the ability to clip off somebody's head, that he might have an advantage, I suppose, over Super Mario. But then you just step to the left and he just passes you. You know what I mean? It's like dodging a bull.
Yeah.
So I still think Mario has like every advantage in this. You're just reminding me now of how fun those Tony Hawk games are. There's a skate video, if anybody's listening, that you got to check this video out. 2001 Opinion Globe, the shoe company put out this video called Opinion, and Rodney Mullen. There's a part where he ollies over a sand structure or whatever, like people make sand castles and stuff. There's like a mermaid, and he pops over it at just the right height, and it knocks the mermaid's head off. If Tony Hawk did that to Super Mario, that might look kind of cool.
Yeah.
But Super Mario would have to be still or something. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't be able to dodge that. And
if he was big, he would just shrink.
Yeah, that too. And you were talking about this earlier about extra lives too.
Yeah, so, Tony Hawk would not respawn.
Well, but in the game he does, I suppose. He does just like get up. So, and actually in Tony Hawk there are no lives. There's just a time limit. So, maybe Tony Hawk would win. Video game version of Tony Hawk would win just based on the fact that you can't die in that game. You can run out of lives in Mario.
And then you have to start over from the beginning.
Oh, yeah, but then you are like resetting the game.
Yeah.
You don't reset the game in Tony Hawk. You just play again. So there's no lives. You just run out of time, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is interesting because if we're talking about two human beings, Tony Hawk. Wow, maybe now I'm just talking myself out of this. Did I just conclude the fact that Tony Hawk wins both cases? If we're talking about an athlete and a fat plumber with no powers, just two human beings.
Yeah. Tony Hawk
will win.
Clear advantage.
Yeah, well, definite advantage that, but I think Tony Hawk, the video game character, still has an advantage over Super Mario, the video game character, just because he doesn't run out of lives.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think about that. I was totally Team Mario.
Both are very agile, but I think Tony Hawk has the advantage of that.
Well, I think Super Mario, the character, is agile.
Yeah.
But a fat plumber isn't agile.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I think like the guys in the Super Mario movie. I didn't really see it. I think
John Leguizamo was Luigi,
but
I forget who the Mario guy was.
Can't even be the right name. There's no way.
Oh, there's some vowels in there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's tons. Yeah. That's so funny. Can you say that name again?
Leguizamo. I'm pretty sure that's it.
He's like the guy
yeah.
in Italian cinema.
So what tricks do you think Tony Hawk would pull out? You mentioned Ollie. Are there any other skateboard tricks that would give him a strike against Mario?
Well, like in terms of actually flipping the board, it doesn't really matter what he does as long as the board hits Mario's head. Yeah. But that would be cool if he could do a trick. So for, hypothetical example, Mario is completely stationary for some reason, and we're going to clip his head off. What trick would Tony Hawk do? Great question. To stylishly kill Super Mario. Now, you're talking about Tony Hawk just as a professional skateboarder. I'm trying to think of tricks that he would do that would look cool. You know what? Here we go. This is a great one. A vert ramp, I suppose. We've got a half pipe. So Mario is tied up on the lip of the half pipe with his head just dangling off the thing. This would be the coolest looking thing in the world. Tony Hawk comes up, clips his head off while doing a 900. A head goes flying into the crowd, and he lands this 900 perfectly. That would be the greatest way to kill Super Mario. I rest my case.
Case closed.
Yeah.
Now, do you think Super Mario, he always fights Bowser. Do you think Tony Hawk would use any of the creatures, the turtles, the Goombas, any of those bosses? Do you think he would align himself with any of those creatures to help bring Mario down?
I don't know if you heard me say I rest my case. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know about. He's like a businessman, Tony Hawk. So yeah, I can imagine maybe that he would like get some people on the phone. I'm also trying to think of like other people. I don't know if, to be honest, I don't know if Tony Hawk would associate himself with those people rather than his own people on the skate team Birdhouse that he rode on for a long time. I'm talking Bucky Lasek, Willie Santos, Andrew Reynolds, Steve Barra, Jeremy Klein. Now these are all names. 15 years old at least. Yeah. Like 20 years old probably that video came out. The end, the Birdhouse video, interesting video. He does a loop-de-loop, but he doesn't do the 900 in it. He does like, what a loop-de-loop is, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
I
don't have to explain this anymore. Yeah. Now, if he had all those people, as opposed to all the people that Mario is used to killing, like if you jump on Willie Santos, nothing's going to happen. That's another thing, too, is that maybe Mario can't really do anything. But because how powerful is this jump, too? Like, it kills people?
Yeah. Stepping on them.
In the case of, so if you're telling me that as a human being, Super Mario, the character, I guess, jumps on me and I die. I just fall off the face of the earth. Yeah. Well, then I guess nobody stands a chance, I guess, against that. Yeah. I'm really flip-flopping on this answer. I'm really sorry because the information keeps coming. So he would just have to jump on me once and I would die. Even though... Presumably, But Tony Hawk doesn't die. He just gets hurt in the game. But human Tony Hawk would die after one jump, I guess. Yeah. Now, also, there's Super Mario in the cart. There's all those things. I'm just throwing that out there about, like, other objects and stuff that he can get. Lightning can shrink me. Blue shell. The star power. But again, you don't die in that game. You're not done. Unless I got balloons attached to my cart. Man, this is hard. Man, it's too big a question. You're getting me to write the Bible here, man.
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, I think I rested my case like 3 minutes ago.
So Tony Hawk is the victor.
Tony Hawk's my boy. I'll be back next week to battle whoever else with my man Tony Hawk.
Excellent. That's deathmatch. Who would win between pro skateboarder Tony Hawk and Super Mario? We're back on the Welcome Matt podcast. I am your host, Matt Caldwell. I'm here with Marc Hallworth.
Great music you just played there, Matt.
I got it for free. We're going to play a little game called Dusty Muffins.
Is it called Dusty Muffins because of a personal story that you have?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Never. You just picked an adjective and
Dusty
and
Muffins.
Food. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
The optional title I had was Hungry for Nails, but I went with Dusty Muffins over that.
Not bad. Hungry for nails, fingernails, or rusty nails, or
Either or.
these are weird names. None
Yeah.
of these are based on anything. Okay, great. I like it.
So Marc is going to tell a story of a time that he felt obligated to eat a meal that he felt disgusted by the taste of.
Yeah. I'll tell you 2 stories about the funny meal that I had too. Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know what the hell these things are. They're like Laura. So the one that grossed me out that I continually ate. Well, I don't even know if I actually did eat these. So my godfather for Easter would keep giving us these Laura Secord eggs or whatever that were like probably like at least $4 each or something. I don't know. They were huge. They were these really big things that I guess they cracked them and then they would run, or I don't know, like there was like chocolatey goodness inside, but it was like
chocolate.
But it was like a huge Cadbury cream egg, but way liquidier. I think it was gross. I'm pretty sure it was gross, and maybe not. I don't know. But like, I have 2 older brothers, so all I remember are these things being disgusting. Us getting them every single year, and us never eating them because I think my brother being like, "No, these are nasty," and then just throwing them out. I guess
Just
which
toss
is horrible.
them.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
And he continued, but he had been doing it for so long that it would have been too rude. It was past the point of no return. So we couldn't tell him that these things were gross.
Yeah, because then he'd feel bad for
He'd be
all
like,
the
I've been doing this
past.
for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And so we just didn't tell him, I guess, and we kept getting them, and we kept living a lie. And now I don't even know if they are gross, to be honest. Like, I kind of like to have... One risky thing is that it's so big that I'd be scared to buy one now, try it, and be like, oh yeah, these were gross.
Yeah, I did hate these.
Yeah, I
do.
hated these for a reason.
Yeah.
So even though I don't even know if I do hate them or not, I'd be like, oh good, these were hated for good.
Yeah.
But then I have this big thing that now I'm wasting that I knew was gross. They look gross on the outside. Like, the box doesn't make them look appealing at all. But that's something I got all the time and never really ate that I was disgusted by. And I wonder if I did that with anything else. Is it mussels grew on me? That sounds a weird sentence. You know what I mean? Like
Like on a boat. Yeah.
You know, and barnacles and stuff. Right?
Barnacle.
Mussel, I'm from Belgium, and mussels is like a seafood delicacy for Belgians. And my mom made them sometimes. And I think, and that was like a food that I ate and developed a great taste for.
Yeah.
But I think I hated them when I was a kid or something like that. Like 5, I would have like maximum 5, and I was like, they're so slimy and weird or whatever. And then when I was like 16, I was like, these are amazing. And now whenever I go back to Calgary, I'm like, Mom,
Yeah.
make mussels.
You develop a taste for them. I heard that
great.
it actually takes like 7 times. I heard this as a fact one time. I don't
Okay.
know if it's true.
All right.
But if you taste something 7 times, even if you don't like it, after number 7, you will develop a taste for it. So you got to
Really?
suffer through it until you reach a point where you enjoy it.
What has that been tested on too?
I
Like,
think mice.
no, in terms of you eating mice. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. Like foods, like, because you could be like, you could say it with like glass or something, like something that destroys.
I think it
you.
needs to be actual food.
Food, like edible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think mostly vegetables.
Okay. Well, mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms, but I feel like I've had mushrooms over 5 times. Wait, so you're telling me I just like can stomach them now?
Yeah.
Or I start liking it, or just stop?
Eventually, you will start stomaching it, and
Yeah.
then maybe in time you will
Ooh.
like it.
Man, that's kind of good to hear because with food, disappearing off the planet because of resources and stuff like that, I think I will one day like everything. All that's left on the planet is going to be like cabbage and stuff. Yeah.
And sand.
Yeah, cabbage and sand. But sand is just glass.
Yeah.
Think about it. So you can just eat glass. Finally, we're back to square one. On the other story I had about a meal that was actually these were mussels. How great is this that this ties in? So I was in Beaver, Utah, which is a funny town. It was part of a scavenger hunt. We had to eat out in Beaver. Very douchey scavenger hunt. But we go to Beaver, and on the menu it says like, old-fashioned steamers, and the description is like fresh mussels cooked in a whatever. And the waitress comes over, and I go, hey, can I have the mussels? And she's like, you got it, check mark. And she comes back 5 minutes later and is like, the chef doesn't know what mussels are. What are you saying? And I'm like,
Really?
It says this in the menu. And she's like, oh, steamer.
He doesn't know all of the menu.
Yeah, I was like, but yeah, I guess she only knew them as steamers. And I was like, what are these things going to be if the guy doesn't even know what mussels are?
Where would you get mussels in Utah?
Yeah, that's another thing that we're
kind of landlocked.
Oh, totally. But that's why I was very, very surprised when they turned out to be fine, and I wasn't sick or anything. I guess they fly them in, but Alberta's landlocked, and I was eating mussels there. I guess they're just more expensive. They just fly them in.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Man, are mussels a cheap food? Fuck, I would eat mussels all the time. What's your thing now? Do you have a guilty pleasure of? Can I ask you something?
Yeah, totally.
The question, if you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life or one type of food or whatever, do you have an answer?
I really enjoy steak.
You would just eat steak?
Yeah, but I think you could prepare it maybe in different ways. And you would have to have your sides in different ways, too. So
you're talking about steak dinners every day.
Yeah.
The sides can change?
Well, you could do a potato in much different ways.
Well, yeah.
The vegetables, you can choose different veggies.
So you're having a steak, potato, veggies dinner, or a meal 3 times a day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that sounds sad, but...
No, that sounds fine. It's sad on the amount of cows you're killing to have such an insane diet. But that's also pretty... I'll let you run away with that one. My answer is sushi now.
Yeah?
Everything could be sushi. Everything that I eat for the rest of my life. And it's like what you're saying about there's a lot of different ways to do it. I was asking somebody, they said pizzas. So again, that's kind of like you can...
any topping would really go. Even non-traditional toppings.
Yeah, you could have like broccoli on a pizza, I guess, and get your greens. I knew a guy who said roast beef sandwiches. And he was so excited by the question. He was like, yeah, there's so many ways to prepare this. I can dip it. I can make it open face. I was like, I guess. What was the original question? About food?
Yeah.
Oh, with something that he didn't want to eat. Yeah. That Laura Secord egg.
Perfect. That's Dusty Muffins with Marc Hallworth. We're back on the welcome mat with Marc Hallworth.
Hey, Matt. Hey. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm having a blast.
Me too, man.
Yeah. The final game we're going to play today is a little What Would You Do If?
Mm-hmm.
So you do not know what's coming on this one.
Yeah, I'll admit to the crowd that I knew some of the preceding questions. I knew the ones where you have to like choose 2 options or whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of had some time to think about this. I have no clue what you're going to say. And I really think I'm going to make a fool of myself. Say something sexist or something. I'm trying to
be politically correct.
Yeah. I just don't want to say the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, we can edit that out.
I grew up in Alberta.
So what we're going to do today, what would you do if you had to start your own religion?
I had to? Okay.
Yeah, you were to
for
start...
tax reasons, maybe?
Yeah. Let's say for tax reasons. You can develop your own reasons as to why you would...
even had to do this?
Yeah.
So you're telling me I have to have... Like, is there any kind of thing where, like, I need to have, like, a church? Or what would the church be like? And
you can decide...
If I even have a church.
You can decide if you even have a church and what it would look like.
You know what I would have, maybe? Is, like a Facebook page... where you don't even have to go anywhere, but you can like submit. Yeah, have you ever seen this thing, The Book of Awesome or whatever? Where have you read this book?
No.
It's a great book of I don't know who put this thing together, But I think it was originally like a blog, and every day this guy would post a new awesome thing. Like we were talking earlier about that feeling of getting a piece of food out of your teeth or whatever,
Yeah.
and how satisfying that is. And then you're like, yes, awesome, this is great. Somebody made a whole blog that's like thousands of these moments or whatever in life, and then he made a book out of it or whatever. Oh man, I'm totally getting ahead of myself. I got so excited about the book of awesome. So it would be like that, like a Facebook page where I'm posting things like that and about how great life is, I guess. Discussion boards or whatever, being like, hey, you having a hard time? So write down your feelings here, and we're here for you, buddy.
Nice.
And I think that's it. There's no place you need to go. There's no check-in. There's no like... I would encourage people to like not take it for granted in the sense like I'm sure people do this with Christianity a lot. They ask God for help when, oh no, my dad's going into surgery. Oh, I better, hey, to God. But on good days, you don't even think about God. Like, so I'd be like, come on, man, like write something down on your good days. Don't just come here and unload all your. We all have bad days or whatever, but I don't want this thread to just all be bad things.
We all have hopes and fears.
Yeah, we're all having... So slap some of your hopes or whatever, and we'll send you some good vibes. It would be like a good vibe.
Good vibe.
Now, I guess religion point two, you're trying to answer the question, like, what happens after you die?
Yeah. What would be the name of your religion?
Okay, I guess it's not physically a church, but I do like the Church of Good Feelings.
Good Feelings.
And Good Lovin' by the Rascals, or what's that band?
Yeah, that's
I think it's by the Rascals.
Sure.
So that song would play a lot, I suppose. And
just on loop.
Not necessarily on loop. As soon as I said that, I was like, that's annoying. But there's a positive music and stuff. It'd be good vibes. And here's something about death. Hey, I've been thinking about this a lot. Did you know that apparently when you dream at night, which is 8 hours or whatever, that it's like a microscopic amount of some fluid that's released in your brain.
Wow.
I guess, or whatever. And
serotonin, is it?
I don't know. Sure.
Yeah.
And that's what the dream is or whatever. That's what the experience is. And it's like this minute amount of it, right? Apparently, when you die, all of that is ejected or whatever. And so your whole brain is like swimming with this stuff.
Wow.
Maybe that is heaven. So that's what I would preach on my religion.
your brain fluid.
Yeah, because I think I'm trying to think of why people even have religion, is to answer these crazy questions about who created the universe, or what created the universe, I guess, or what happens after you die.
Is there a God? Who is the God? Why are we here?
Yeah, why are we meaning of life, I suppose. Yeah. I guess, yes, certain things I profess. Meaning of life, doesn't matter. Who cares? You're stuck with it, so just keep living. Why don't you? And what happens if you die? Don't worry about it. You just dream the rest of your experience. That would be what would I do if I had to make a religion. I would make a Facebook page, and people could check in however they want.
Perfect.
It wouldn't be monetized or anything. I don't know. Just do whatever.
No donations.
No donation. I'm trying to think of how you guard against trolls and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, people are gonna say hurtful things. For sure.
You guys are all queers or whatever. I'm sure people would come in and like, the Good Lovin' is a terrible song. I'm like, come on, man. And then I would just block it. I guess I would.
Do you really want to block them, or would you just shoot good vibes back at them?
Yeah, maybe I would do that. I'd be like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hope you feel better about whatever's bothering you right now, because the fact that you were even crazy enough to attack a Facebook page that's just trying to spread good vibes is pretty wild. So, whatever.
So there is no God in your religion either?
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
There'd be no one great creator.
Well, I don't know. If I just ask you right now, Matt, who or what created the universe, you could say anything. I'd be like, all right. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody's got an answer to this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, and think of every god that's ever existed. Okay, there's like the old guy with a beard. There's an elephant with an octopus body or something. Sorry, I don't even. That's. I think I'm putting two religions together on that one. Help me out.
There's Buddha.
Yeah, big overweight jolly guy. Yeah, that's great. You could say anything here, and I'd be like, great.
Yeah, that's a good god you got there.
Yeah, terrific. But if people were like, my God wants to hurt all of you, I'd be like, really? Come on, man.
Yeah.
You sure? That's a weird God to want.
So how does your religion feel about the other religions? Because sometimes the religions, they don't see eye to eye.
Well, I guess my thing would be like, what's great about the Church of Good Feelings is that it has nothing to do with anybody else, and it's just you feeling good. So I don't care what anybody said. Actually, that's a personal opinion for me in terms of religion at all. I don't understand what your religion has anything to do with me.
Yeah.
Just figure it out. When people come to your house and they're like, "Have you heard of the Word of God?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure."
Some of the words.
Or yeah, I've heard. Well, no, but I had a Mormon guy, I think maybe in Calgary, because I grew up Roman Catholic or whatever. He's like, "Have you heard of God?" And I was like, "Yes, I've heard of God." And he was like trying to convert me, I guess, and with all these extra questions. And then he goes, "Would you like to listen to my God or something?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I'm Christian, I guess." And he goes, "Oh, that's wrong."
Oh, really?
Like, well, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Who are you to even know anything?
Yeah.
You're sin as much as I do. We're all sinners, so I guess, by definition, you're not closer to God than I am, are you? Get out of here.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that the Church of Good Feelings wouldn't impose itself on anybody. I don't care if there's only 3 people on this Facebook thread and everyone else is just shitting on it. I'm like, all right.
Those 3 people.
3 people are just here to feel good.
Getting
That's
what
great.
they need out of it.
Yeah. I wouldn't even check it, to be honest. I'd make the Facebook page and go back every couple months being like, how's this doing? And then it's like a toilet. Like, I don't know. Do I need to check this? That's the problem with... For my taxes, I guess?
Casually, just check in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have to make this Facebook group for my taxes, I would, I guess, check it as much as I would legally need to.
Yeah. Do you think you could get any other free things? So you get a tax credit. What else would you get?
That's what I'm getting. That's the reason I'm even starting a religion?
Oh, it's up to you.
So I'm cheating the government?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to do that to begin with. If I was like so behind on my taxes for some reason or whatever, or if suddenly the CRA was like, Mark, didn't you realize you owe the government like $400,000? You can go to jail or you can create your own religion.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what? All right. Can I just do the Church of Good Feelings? And they're like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, what? All right, fine. Yes, let's do that. Just a Facebook page that doesn't even bother anybody. I won't even invite anybody to it. People would just find it, I suppose, on their own. And then either shit on it or be like, okay.
I'm in.
You're going to post a Brett Dennen song every day? All right.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, he's great.
All right, the Church of Good Feelings will be starting this summer.
No.
Check out the Facebook page,
Yeah.
Church of Good Feelings.
I bet you if you type that into Google right now, there's something.
Probably.
Somebody already did that for their taxes.
All right, we've been on the Welcome Mat with Marc Hallworth.
Hey.
Yeah, I want to say thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, good playing some games with you today.
Yeah, that's goofy.